So again, 30 seconds, equal work to rest ratio. So really push through those 30 seconds because then you get those 30 seconds to rest and recover before the next. So the first one is a Renegade row. So if you have 2 dumbbells, you come up into a high plank and you're going to row one weight up at a time. If you only have 1 dumbbell, you'll do one side and then switch. So that's our Renegade row. The next is where you would need your box. If you have a cat on the box, you move the cat first. So it's a single leg squat from a step or a box. So I'm going to have one leg up on the step, and it's a squat down, so I want to drop straight down and back up. So thinking squats where you would be sitting back down into a chair. So I'm going to do single leg. I'll watch the timer and tell you when to switch. The next is a down dog with a toe tap. So a down dog is a pike, hips up in the air, and you're going to reach back, tap your toes or your shin, and just keep stepping forward. Keep those hips high up in the air. That one is all core. Glute bridge then. Down on the mat, feet about hip width apart. Hope you can see me. Squeeze the glutes and press up into bridge. I'll give you some modifications as we go on that one, so if you're looking for a little more of a challenge by the second or third round, you can do that. Figure eights are next. I have a kettlebell. If you have just a regular weight, you can use a regular weight, but you're going to squat and figure eight past the weight between your legs. So you go front to back, stand up, front to back, stand up. So you always want to stand up in between, tap the weight. It's always front to back, front to back. So whatever kind of weight you have that you want to use for that. And then a dumbbell floor press. So you come down on the floor, grab your dumbbells, weights stacked over your shoulders, press down and up. Nice and controlled motion. And again, we have 30 seconds. So really work through them, keep working the whole time. All right, so those are our exercises. We good? Thumbs up. Everyone ready to go? Okay. All right, so we're gonna start the first round. Again, it is 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. So go ahead and get ready. Renegade row. So it's gonna be a high plank with 1 or 2 weights, depending on what you have. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So hold that high plank. Whether you're rowing up, alternating, or doing one at a time, you want to hold that high plank, working to not let your hips open up from one side to the next. That was it. Rest. Squat from the box is next. So I think what I'm actually going to do, because it's only 30 seconds, is I'm going to alternate every other time. So I'm going to do the full 30 on one side, and then I'll turn it around the next time. So you can do it however you want. 2, 1. So you start up and squat down. Press up, squat down. So think about, so you're not driving the knee up, you're not driving that other knee up. You're just sitting down into a squat, stand back up. Sit down into a squat, stand back up. So sometimes when we say you're doing squats, think about sitting your bum back down into a chair. That's what you want to do here. All right, that was it. Down dog, toe tap. Or pike to toe tap. Seconds. So on this one, you keep your hips up. Really focusing on the core. Drive your hips up and back. You're going to tap back into that pike, tap back. And alternate. And rest. Glute bridge. So you're down on the mat. So glute bridges, different ways for you to do them. You can do them with both feet on the floor. If you want to cross one ankle over the knee, do a single leg, or 1 foot up, single leg. You have some different options to make it a little more challenging. 2, 1. Whatever you're feeling tonight. Whichever way you're doing it though, I want you to focus on squeezing your glutes. This does not come from the low back. This comes from squeezing your glutes. Make sure that your hips are raising and lowering evenly. And our figure eights are next. So remember with those figure eights, it's always passing front to back. Stand up, front to back. So whatever you're passing, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a gallon jug of something, you're coming front to back, stand up in between. And that stand up in between, pop the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. For 5 seconds to go. Get your weight ready. 2, 1. Stand up in between. Every time, pass the weight from front to back. And you're squatting down, not just bending over. Bend the knees. Squat down. Drive back up through the hips. That's it on that one. Dumbbell floor press. Both arms at once. Because sometimes we do single arm. So that's why I'm clarifying here. So on this one, you want to make sure that the weights are stacked right up over your shoulder. Drop your elbows down to about 45 degrees from your body. Press those weights straight up. So you're not bringing the weights together to touch in the center. You're keeping them stacked right over the shoulder. And timer starts. That's 15 seconds. 5. All right. We're resting, and that was the end of round 1 already. So I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook. Keep going for 4 more rounds of the same. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Keep going in that same order. Make sure you take some time to stretch at the end. And thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again soon. Zoom, you guys aren't off the hook. You're going to keep going. Starting back down with that Renegade row. So Renegade row is the high plank. And row up 1 weight at a time. down. The next is the single leg squat from the box. So again, I'm going to switch sides and do it every other time on the opposite side. Again, thinking about when you do a squat that I'm saying drop your butt back. You're just doing that from the position of one foot up. So stand up, sink back. Down dog toe tap is next. Pike to toe tap. So really working your center. Keep your hips up. And reach back, alternating toe or shin taps. All right, glute bridge is next, so you can go ahead and stay down. How's everyone doing? Give a thumbs up. All right. I just see little thumbs up shooting up from the floor. It's good. Again, so on those glute bridges, if you want to switch to a single leg, you can do that. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the glutes. Two, 1. Come on back up. Figure eights are next. Squatting down, passing from front to back, stand up, front to back, stand up, squeeze those glutes, pop them, pop your hips forward as you're standing up. 5 seconds, get your weight ready, and you're squatting, bending the knees. Stand up in between, pop the weight up. We have about 5 seconds. All right. And our dumbbell floor press is next. So this one, if you want to make it a little more challenging, you can do a seesaw. So a seesaw is where both arms are moving at once but opposite each other. So as I'm raising one, I'm pushing the other up. Or I'm lowering one as I'm pushing. Still working to keep the weight stacked right over the shoulder joint though. 5. All right. that's the end of round 2. Take a second, get some water, and we head into round 3. All right, we all still good? Yeah? Okay. All right, about 10 seconds to go. We're starting with that Renegade row. High plank, row up. Keep your hips square to the floor. You don't want them opening out to the side. All right, squat from the box. Again, this is round 3, so I'm back onto my starting side. Step up, and then squat down. Sink all the way into a squat, and then step back up. Down dog toe tap is next. So get that nice high pike, hips up, core strength to hold them up. We've got about 10 seconds, and then you're going to reach back and across. Seconds. All right, bring it down and rest. Glute bridge is next. I like it when we get 2 in a row down on the mat so I can just stay down. I don't have to feel lazy about it. It's like, no, it's just efficiency. I'm already down. I'm gonna stay down. All right, get ready for that glute bridge. Let's go. Squeeze the glutes, pressing up. Ten seconds. All right, come on up for the figure 8s. Squats down, pass the weight from front to back. About 10 seconds to go. Get ready with your weights. 2, 1, squat down, pass it from front to back, and pop up through the hips every time. One more. Dumbbell floor press. So again, option to do that seesaw. You might find that a little more challenging. Either way, weight stacked over the shoulders the whole time. Five seconds. All right, and we rest in between. And I think we have 2 more. Three more. This is only round 4. We're doing 6. All right, stick with me. This is build. Debbie, you're waving fingers at me. Are you trying to argue that we're further along into it? Because my timer says round 4. Timer doesn't lie. All right, Renegade row is first. Remember to keep those hips square to the floor as you row up. All right, back up to our step. I'm on my second side here, 10 seconds to go. Drive up through the heel, so make sure as you're pressing up on that step that you're driving through the heel. Seconds. All right, down dog to toe tap. Really reach back. See if you can tap your toes, tap your shins. I've been aiming more for my shins. Really work to drive the hips up in the air to tap all the way back. About 10 seconds to go. So pike to toe tap. Ten seconds. All right, come on down. Glute bridges are next. So on this one, make sure that your hips are raising and lowering evenly. You're not having one that's raising up higher or lower. Really work to stabilize. Squeeze the glutes to press up, but stabilize through the center. figure eights. Seconds. Get ready with your weight. Squat down, pass from front to back. Pop your hips up to come back up to standing. Seconds. All right, dumbbell floor press. The last one in this round. Seconds, getting ready. So again, try out maybe that seesaw if you haven't already. We have our rest, little extra time of rest in between each round. So take a second, get some water. And we have 2 more still. Right? I think. Or maybe it's, I don't remember if it's 5 rounds or 6 rounds. I don't remember what it is. I think it's only 5 rounds. I think looking at the counting down on the timer, that makes more sense. But I don't know, at the end of this round, it might just tick off and say, get ready for round 6. So just never know. We're starting again, Renegade Rose. Sorry. I should write it down on the board with everything else. Step. Well, I guess if we really are doing only 5 rounds, we have to split this one up halfway through, don't we? 2, 1. Squat down. So I'll watch the timer just in case. Switch. Down dog, toe tap. About 10 seconds to go. Really reaching back for those toes this time. Core strength all the way. 5 seconds. Come on down. Glute bridges. Oh yeah, this is definitely our last round. Our remaining time is counting down. I know, that's what you've all been telling me. You've been gesturing, and I don't know why I had it in my head we were doing 6. Glute bridges, get ready. Ten seconds. Back up for our figure 8s. Ten seconds, get ready. 2, 1. Ten seconds. All right, floor press, last one. Last 30 seconds of work. Five seconds. That's it. All right, take a second, grab some water. We're gonna do a little bit of stretches, a little bit of cool down.